Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my top 10 most complimented fragrances for men with a twist because these are the ones that I always compliment on my man, therefore most complimented by me. Anyway, you know what? I'm just going to get right into it and we're going to start with the first kind of easy, dumb reach work fragrance, and that is Chanel Egoiste Platinum. This is a slightly herbaceous, a touch sweet, soapy, easy to wear, masculine scent. It's the perfect one for work, and somehow whenever I smell this, I'm like, oh my god, I love it. I love the way it smells in the air. It's simple, but it's so sexy. It is a little bit of like a elevated shaving cream, but it's perfection. You can never go wrong with a Chanel. This one, every single time he wears it, I always notice it, I always compliment it, and I think it would be the perfect office kind of white shirt fragrance. So that is the first. So number 10. Number 9 is Prada Luna Rossa Sport. Yes, it does smell a little bit like Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mal, but I like this better. This just doesn't have any sharpness to it. It's a little bit fuzzier, it's softer and plushier, and it's a lot sexier. Like, this is a modernized take on Le Mal DNA. It's basically vanilla, lavender, tonka. That's mostly what I get. It's a very sexy, easy to wear, everyday scent. Like, this is a perfect signature scent type of fragrance. It's not too complex. It's always friendly to the nose holes. Number 9, every time he wears it, and it leaves a beautiful trail. I always compliment this one. It's super sexy. Number 7 is Dolce & Gabbana The One, just the Eau de Toilette. I personally prefer the Eau de Toilette. It's not as sweet as the EDP. It's my favorite one. It's the OG, and I feel like it's the only one you need. That herbaceous opening, coriander, basil, and then the transition to the warm, cozy, ambery tobacco scent. It's flawless. Everything about this fragrance is flawless. It's timeless. It's a classic. You guys need it. And every time I always compliment this one. Like, all of these in this list, undoubtedly every single time without fail, I compliment them. These are the 10 that I don't think there's been a time that he's worn them that I haven't complimented him on them. This is the perfect balance of like a fresh spicy scent with sweetness and then a warmth to it. Like, this is the perfect balance. This one as well is a very easy to wear everyday scent. So just like with Prada Luna Rossa Sport, which is an everyday scent, this one's a little bit more serious, a little bit more manly man, but easy everyday scent, and it will get you compliments. I think I said that one was number 7, but it's actually number 8. Clearly I can't count. Now we're on number 7, and this is Spice Bomb from Viktor & Rolf. Another tobacco scent, another spicy cinnamon, kind of sweet, kind of dry at the same time. This one's super sexy. Like, I love this fragrance. I actually really liked Hemingway 1899 from Histoire de Parfum, which I had mentioned in my earlier videos, but my man doesn't prefer that one. He prefers Spice Bomb because I guess it's a touch more masculine. So this is the one I smell all the time, and this is the one that I compliment every single time. It's a nice, slightly sweet, slightly peppery tobacco scent, a little bit of leather, but mostly it's just like it's got a peppery kick to it, and cinnamon. It's mostly about like a really nice, yummy, delicious cinnamon. I like this one and the Extreme, but the Extreme is sweeter, and I think it's better for cooler weather. This one's easier to wear basically all year round, so that is the one that I would pick. And now we're on number 6. I'm questioning my counting ability now. Number 6 is Burberry London. This is exclusively cold weather. I don't think you can wear this in the heat. I think it would be way too overpowering, but it's a sweeter, heavier tobacco scent. A lot of these are tobacco. I love a nice tobacco note, especially in a men's fragrance. And I can do a top tobacco fragrance video if you guys want to see that. Comment down below. Burberry London, oh man, this is a manly man with a beard. It's a lot more woody and dense. It has a lot of leather in here as well. It has lavender, so you get that little bit of a freshness in the opening, but then it dries down to a nice sweet tobacco. Very, very sexy. Like one of the sexiest designer fragrances that I think a guy can wear in the fall and winter. Probably more so even in the winter, but yeah, this one, I can't say enough good things about it. It'll get you places and it'll get you compliments. Number 5 is YSL La Nuit de l'Homme. I've always raved about L'Homme and it's still one of my favorites, but that one's a lot more of an intimate fragrance. It doesn't leave as much of a scent bubble. This one leaves quite a scent bubble. It has great sillage and it also has great projection. I always smell this. I always smell the trail and then I can smell it in the room after he's already gone. This is such a nice, easy wearing, sexy scent, mainly cardamom. I'm obsessed with cardamom in fragrances. Cardamom is probably the sexiest note, especially when it's done right. And yeah, it is very mainstream. It is very popular. A lot of people wear it, but there's a reason why it's so popular. It is very, very good. I'm not gonna fight it. It's an excellent fragrance. I would say way better than most other mainstream men's fragrances. This is a newer one to his collection. He's been wearing it nonstop and I can't complain. It is fabulous. Another excellent cardamom bomb is Tom Ford Noir Extreme. This is our number 4. This is definitely a cooler weather scent. Lots of cardamom, vanilla. There's a very creamy note of kulfi, which is a cardamom and saffron ice cream. Such a nice, rich, creamy, spicy fragrance. This one is all for the winter, all for the cooler weather. You can't be wearing this in the summer. I think it would be very overpowering, but in the cold weather, it's everything. And it lasts all day. Like this one, the longevity is out of this world. I can still smell it in the evening after he's worn it all day. I can still smell it strong. It leaves a great trail. Like people will smell you and it smells fantastic. This is definitely one of my favorites from Tom Ford. The thing that I really love about it is that you have all of these nice warm ambery notes, vanilla, all of these sweet spicy notes, but you also have a little bit of florals counterbalancing it, and it makes for a really unique combination. Like you have a little bit of rose in there and you can really smell it. There's jasmine, there's neroli, there's orange blossom, notes that you would think are feminine notes, but they're so subtle and they just add to the overall composition and it makes this fragrance really unique. So even though it's spicy and you might think, oh, well, it's just like Spice Bomb. Well, no, it's actually completely different. And yeah, it's fantastic. So definitely check this one out. It's relatively affordable from Tom Ford. If you guys haven't got your noses on it, get on this. Number 3, we have the Dior Homme collection. Dior Homme Intense, still good. Dior Homme 2020, not good. This one, still good. And then if you guys still happen to have the older classic Dior Homme, they are both fantastic. I'm gonna just talk about this one. This one is, look, they're very, very similar, but it's a beautiful masculine iris scent. It's got a lipsticky iris to it. It's like a waxy lipsticky iris. It has a nice muskiness to it. And okay, of course you guys know this fragrance, but you would think that based on the notes, it would be a feminine fragrance, but it is not at all. This is a very elegant, put together man in a suit with his beard trimmed up, with his haircut super fresh. Just perfection. Like just a really elegant, classic man. And I am head over heels for this fragrance. This is one of my favorites of all time. I'm glad that the 2020 version of the Dior Homme Intense isn't ruined. I have little decants of the older formulations and they're quite similar. Like you have to be super picky and a little snobby to like complain about it. I know some of you guys are gonna come after me for saying that, but I don't care. It's the truth. It's still excellent. So yeah, number 3, Dior Homme Intense, whichever. Don't get the new Dior Homme 2020. It doesn't smell the same. Number 2 is the only proper niche fragrance in this list. I was hesitant to include niche because most of this list I was trying to keep designer, but you guys, like, you won't be upset. This one is from M. Micallef and this is Desir Toxic. Oh my God. This one blew my socks off. This is man AF. Like this is as man as it gets. It's It smells like a forest, but it has a really nice black currant note, like a nice juicy, almost sweet black currant note in the opening, and then it dries down to like a smoky, almost pine-like scent. There's cannabis in here. The way this note comes out in the fragrance is really unique. This one lasts all day. Like, it's a fantastic blend. It is super duper manly. Like, I don't think you can get more manly than this fragrance, and it's hot. There is no sharp edges in this fragrance. It's bold and it's strong and it's powerful and manly, but it's not harsh. It's not synthetic. It's not sharp. It's a really, really flawless fragrance. Like, this one, I'm really, really in love with. I think it's more of a cool weather scent. Now is the perfect time. Now is the perfect time for this one. And the only reason that it's on number 2 is because it's more of a seasonal thing. I believe it's more of a cold weather scent. So that is the only reason why it's on number 2. Otherwise, it would be here at the top. Number 1 is Bois d'Argent from Dior. This is a pricey one, yes, but it is fabulous. This one is all year round. This as well, like, you are gonna smell expensive, and it leaves such a nice trail. You think you don't smell it, but it leaves such a trail and people smell it. Like, I smell it in the room for a long time after he comes and goes, and it sticks to furniture, it sticks to clothing. This is a stunning myrrh, woody, iris scent. It has almost, like, to me it feels like a salty, like, laundry detergent aspect to it, but then it also has this honeyed myrrh scent, and it's a beautiful combination of clean and crisp, and then rich and resinous and woody and dry. Like, it's not really a sweet scent, even though there's honey in here. It's such a beautiful combination of notes. It's one of my favorites from the Dior Privé collection. It's unisex, but for me, like, I bought it initially for myself and I gave it to him because I'm just like, I'm in love with how it smells on him. So this is my number 1. I could smell this every day, never get sick of it. It's perfection. So that is it. Those are my top 10 most complimented men's fragrances as complimented by me on my own man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what your most complimented fragrance is. What is the fragrance that your girl likes the most on you? Leave me a comment, let me know, and I'll definitely check it out if I haven't already. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you guys haven't already. Become a friend of the show. Hit the notification bell. Stay tuned for any new videos coming up, and we'll do all the fun fragrance things together. And that is it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.